is New York's #1 for throwbacks. The new Party 1019, a Nexus radio station.
I can't hear me. They would never. Okay. Am I on? There will never be another Dogman X. That's all I got to say. And on that note, we're gonna go into this song. This poem, Mental Health. Wake up every day not knowing what's wrong with the effects of my brain. One day I'm feeling good, enjoying my life, and then there's some days I can't maintain. I manage to go to work every day from 9 to 5. Then there's some days I don't even want to open my eyes. Because it's hard to focus on the reality of my existence. So I go to the doctor to see if they can give me some assistance. They say, David, we're going to have to diagnose you with something called bipolar. We don't know what causes it, but we can give you some meds to help with the disorder. It could be genetics, a chemical imbalance, or even your environment. But be careful of the side effects. They can cause depression, anxiety, or even make you violent. But wait, doctor, I came here to get some help and you're just giving me a prescription? Told me to take something that would hurt me or maybe cause some infliction? Don't worry. I have to tell you that just in case. But the more you take them, your body will adjust and the problems will erase. Okay, so now I'm going to start taking this given medication because I was never given the proper information. How can they say there's not a cure for my condition? I heard that there were ways to heal through proper nutrition. So I'm clueless because I think the correct info is coming from the physician, not knowing that this is going to cause me another addiction. So in order to get through my day, I have to have a drink. That's the only thing that gives me the power to think, because it helps me to become something or someone that I've never been. It helps me to forget the pain that comes within. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with this confusion. Oh, but wait, once I take the pills, the problem will be all an illusion. Listen, many people are dealing with some hurt and deep down issues. The problem is we haven't been taught to love ourselves, so then our problems seem to continue. There is healing from the illness that is inside of our minds. It's something that we have to find. It's something that takes some time. So with the proper knowledge and help from those who have made it through the challenge, you will learn ways for you to deal with and things and how to learn how to manage. So continue to wake up every day knowing that you have a purpose. Clear that voice in your head that is causing a disturbance. Connect with people who are also looking to do better. Don't be overwhelmed with society's standards and pressure. Mental illness comes in so many forms, but the cycle we have to stop repeating. We become adapted to this behavior, but it's up to you to start believing. When your mind starts bugging and you feel like you're out of touch, take some time to breathe, brush the worries into dust. Don't let someone diagnose you with a disease and tell you it can't be treated. You can overcome your issues. You don't have to be defeated. The hurt, the anger, the depression, and anxiety, even the sickness that comes with the beginning of sobriety. So the journey will be rough as you go through this transition, but the journey will be worth it once you start to recondition. And that's that. And we're going to go into a Sammie B joint. We got Sammie B in the building. What's the name of this first track? Live For.
This is what I live for. A whole damn body to the tempo. A homie to the right who I was sent for. That my family, that my blood, that my kinfolk.
See, this is what I live for. Put my money on my hustle.
talking interest. Tell me all your thoughts, what you think it is, what you feel it means. Are you feeling this? Are you hearing me? Do you know we blessed? Level up, we always having fun. My mama even like you, that's a big plus. And if we rock together, that's a lot of love. So baby, let's rock together, it's a lot of love.
Get a brain from the bad chick, shit scholar, so you know what's good. Some girls say that I'm slow, I say I'm misunderstood. I just know what I want, and I take it, but I don't want no problems. I asked her where she got it from.
I got it from my mama.
I'm going bad thing, hunting, and you coming with me. I left the crib with my little baddie, and I came back with 3. Manny Patty, always fresh, her nails is matching her feet. And when she hit the way I flow, I know she running to me.
This is what I live for. My whole damn body to the tempo. My homie to the right, who I was sent for. Got my family, got my blood, got my kinfolk.
See, this is what I live for. Put my money on my hustle, I'm a ride. I got my partners and my love that you I ride for. I swear I even died for,
The new party number 1 for throwbacks.
Whew. I'm sorry. Before we officially introduce you, I just got emotional. Just us having a discussion. Like, you just came in, but we were talking about addiction. We were talking about our past and seeing our parents go through addiction. And then your song just came on, like, this is what I live for, right?
Yeah.
Ah. This is what I live for. Last week we was able to help somebody, and probably somebody who also didn't reach out was affected as well. I'm sure this show will do the same and bringing you on. Sammie B from the Hudson Valley. That's what it is. Okay, I seen that. I was like, how she gonna let me hear what she do? And we know, according to what I read, you had your issues with addiction and depression, right? All of us went through some things.
Yeah.
So give us some background. I know you were born in 94. That's the year I graduated high school.
Okay.
Look. I know, right? I'm like, oh my God, babies. But no, thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Is there any way to turn me up in the headphones so I can hear myself better? Yeah. Turn me up.
Just know your levels is good though.
All right. So yeah, Hudson Valley is a beautiful area. It's about a little over an hour north of where we at right now in the city.
Yeah, I lived in Newburgh before.
Always inspired me. Okay, so then maybe we have met before. I'm not really sure.
No,
maybe we
probably right.
I saw we were following each other on IG before.
And that was crazy, right? We didn't even. I don't know. But connections.
Yeah, so growing up, like, I always struggled with mental illness. Especially like severe depression. And I had no idea what it was. Like, I had struggled with night terrors and just like growing up, not understanding that like I was suffering with a disease of mental illness. And, I had gone through struggles and stuff. And like I'll say, normal teenage kids, like I was getting into partying, I was trying to have fun, turn up on the weekends and stuff. And then it just turned into so much more because I was unaware that I was also struggling with the disease of addiction.
Right.
And so like, it just snowballed into more drugs and more partying and more losing myself, completely just getting lost and being like reckless with my life. And so I had a heartbreak happen, right? I was ghosted. And I'm young. And so that was like the world crashed down, right? And I was leaning on my significant other at that time while my dad was diagnosed with cancer and like, pretty much dying. And it was such like a really, really crazy time of my life. And I was struggling deep. And so like when they had ghosted me and then, I graduate high school and I go to college and my dad passed away that first year in college. Okay. And I was ghosted and then my dad passed away and like, I got this new freedom where like I went from high school, now I'm like living the college kind of life. I'm still close to home, but I have this freedom now where it's like What am I gonna do with it? And because I wasn't thinking right, my spirit was off. My life as I knew it just came crashing down in front of me. Like,
absolutely.
I just kind of went wild.
Right, because when you have that freedom, it's like, yeah, and then nobody to talk to, right? And you're still dealing with all these other things. It's just like, yeah, now I could just continue to be more loose and just really not care because we don't know.
It's like I was escaping without even realizing that's what I was
Exactly.
doing. Without even realizing it. But I will say, like, in college is where I found out that, like, music and art, like, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what gives me the passion to, like, keep going, like, the fuel,
Absolutely.
A reason, a purpose. Like, that's all I had at that time besides, like, my family. My mom. I love my mom. She's listening right now. Love you, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Yeah. So how did that transition? What were you already writing during that time of you partying, or did the writing help you get out of that? Because that poetry did it for me. Poetry was my therapy to get through, and that's what I say all the time. Poetry was my therapy. I didn't go to anybody, but writing and letting it out and then expressing it was the way for me to get through it. What was it like for you?
So I've been writing poetry since, like, middle school.
Nice.
I was a poet before anything.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like, lyrics and just, like, getting it out onto paper how I'm feeling, because I didn't really know how to express what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's just how I did it. And then in college, I'm going to rap poetry music. It was, like, the biggest club on campus. And then, I'm going out to open mics and stuff, and, like, I'm being encouraged to go do this. And so I'm doing poetry here, there, and everywhere. And then I'm freestyling, rapping, chilling with people. That's what we're doing. And then next thing you know, I'm making and recording music. Nice.
I mean, you do quite a few things, though. Not only you're a poet, you're a rapper, you sing, you produce music, or any of those beats that...
Yes.
The one we just heard, Breathe. That's your beat. Okay, so we'll hear that soon. What else? What else are you? You're an artist.
Yes.
You draw
visual
artist.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's dope.
DJ too.
A DJ. I knew it was something else. And out of all of those things, what do you like doing the best?
Man, that's the worst question. Because, like, I can't pick one. I don't have to pick one.
Right.
It's really what it is, right? Like, I do whatever my soul wants to do.
Absolutely.
So whether that's write, whether that's sing, whether that's rap, produce the beat, do all of it at the same time, all in one, which is usually where I go with stuff. Or DJ, like, I can't stand when I'm at a function and the DJ's rocking. I'm like, I wish I was DJ.
What kind of transition was that? Like, how you go from that song to that? Listen, I'm not a DJ, but I'll be mad too. I know, so I get it. Yeah, and you don't have to pick one because it's all intertwined with this thing.
And then even like for Breathe, for example, when we play that, like, the cover art to that is a painting I did. So like, it's just all intertwines. It's just who I am, as a whole. So.
Nice. And you bought something here. This is your painting, right? You said?
Yep. So what I was really just explaining, the totality of Sammie B. I had decided to paint
this one,
like, myself, like a portrait of myself.
That is so cool. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'll post this later.
Like, cool colors. Half of my face is warm colors, which explains me, right? Because, like, my music isn't just one genre. When we listen to music, like, we don't just listen to rap or just listen. I know for me, right? So the totality of Sammie B is, like, not only do I do all these different avenues of producing, poetry, writing, rapping, everything like that, right? It's like the mood, the emotion behind it. I'm not always happy and cheerful, and sometimes I'm feeling pain. It's all of it. So the warm, the cool colors, that's what it represents. And then I just digitalize
this. Is dope. I'll post this later with this. Thank you for this. I appreciate that. That's cool too. Yeah. All right, my head is a beatbox. It's a boombox.
Exactly. I wake up every day with a different random song in my head.
What is besides pain and everything like that? Is there? It's kind of hard to say what inspires you to write because it's just like whatever comes to mind when it comes to mind, how it comes.
Right. Like, honestly, most of my hooks and even verses and stuff come up when I'm driving, or in the shower, or just randomly, and I'll have to shut off the world. I gotta write this down real quick. Or hold on. I gotta
Record
voice note
it.
this.
Yes. Totally get it.
I'm always inspired. Life inspires me. Yeah.
That's what's up. Especially when you starting off with poetry, because that's what it is, right? You know, like letting your feelings out. And that's what I teach too. Like, it's not just having to rhyme. It's more important that you let your feelings out and be expressive. And we could get back and format it, and if you want to fix it. But the main thing is to just be expressive and let it out.
Yes, absolutely.
Dope. So you want to hear your next joint, Breathe?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We can take a nice deep breath together.
Yes, indeed.
Pray, meditate, receive it, faith, no, trust, believe it, was for you, will always be, was for you, will always be, move forward, leave it be, strides of love, let it breathe, create space, keep your peace, just be free, was for you, will always be, was for you, will always be. Maybe I will never know. Maybe it'll take years. Maybe it'll never show. Maybe it is right here. Breathe, 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 breathe. So I breathe, 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 breathe. Maybe I will never know, never know. Maybe it'll take it. Maybe it'll never show, never show. Maybe it is right here. Breathe, 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 breathe. So I breathe, 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 breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe.
New Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hold up. That song just makes me want to be barefooted, grounding, dancing in my skirt, my hair all wild, just like breathe, breathe. Yeah. And that beat is dope.
Thank you.
Yes, you came in with the girl.
You know, sometimes it goes which way, but like the beat came first for that one.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the lyrics came. Sometimes it's,
Oh,
I
yeah.
never know.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely. And then even like songs, like you have one part this year, next year be something like you putting
Yep.
music
Yes,
together.
yes.
That was dope. So what inspired you to write that one?
So I was feeling like so overwhelmed with everything that all my goals, my dreams, my checklist, my to-do list, my get-to-do
Yuck,
list.
that,
But I try to switch the perspective on it. But and I was just feeling kind of anxious, right? And I needed to just breathe. And I kind of felt almost as a collective that we were all in that same energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, I need to, that's where the lyrics came to me, and I heard the beat and I said, yes, I need to put this together and I need to make a song that just encourages people to like pause, breathe. What's for you will always be. Don't stress about it. Like just stay in position, stay on the path. You got it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we be beating ourselves up. And that's what I was saying in my mental health poem, that don't worry about society standards and pressure. Especially like people on social media, you watch what everybody is doing, but you don't realize what may be going on. They may be behind a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? They may be behind their bills, but they still out there grinding and doing things that some people ain't, or just, fronting also on social media as well, but and that's what we tend to look at. Or just like you said, your to-do list. This is what I got to do. It has to be done by this time. It has to be done by this, but you didn't even just appreciate everything that you already did. You just keep putting more and more on yourself. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
Yep, and it never ends, but it is important to like reflect and like allow myself to be proud of myself. Because sometimes I'm just like, once I got through my struggles, and, like from that deep darkness and made it to the light, I'm like, oh my God, like the possibilities are endless, right?
Yes.
Like what I can create in this life, what is possible for me. Like I didn't believe that it was possible for me to like get sober and not want to kill myself. I mean, every day I felt like that. I didn't think I would make it out of that. So being that I was able to like get out of that and get to the other side, I'm like, wow, like life is to live. Like I'm fired up.
There is this thing like life. It's a thing called life, and we are so used to the things that we are taught from younger that we don't realize that that's not even real. Like that existence is not real. There's something so much bigger and beyond like what the ordinary eye can see. Exactly. Is what I say often. And once we get to that place, then is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm proud of you. I'm honored to share space with you today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. So earlier we were talking about Dark Man X.
Yes.
That was my husband in my past lifetime. And it was his birthday yesterday.
Yes.
He was a Sag like me. Shout out to the Sages. But you open up for DMX.
Yes,
Look at that smile. Ah, gosh, please tell me about that experience.
So 2019 is when I really decided like to take music serious. So to shoot music videos, to perform as much as I can, get stuff out with publishing and PRO, all that stuff, right? And so I did that, and like my first show was sold out paper box in Brooklyn. And next thing I know, 6 months down the road, man, I'm opening up for DMX.
That is insane.
And I'm like, wow, like you just gotta go, believe in yourself. And like that experience was something I will never forget. I cherish it so much. Like I was jamming out to his stuff, right? And then like when he went into Slippin', I literally sat on the stage and just looked at him. And I couldn't stop bawling my eyes out the whole time. Like I felt that one real deep.
Yeah.
And I got to meet him afterwards, which was beautiful.
That's what's up.
Beautiful. He felt like my uncle. Like he felt like family.
Yeah, that Slippin' joint. It does it for a lot of us. Look, you got me emotional all over again. I'm telling you, a big baby over here today. But that's Slippin', and because we just talking about it. We done slip, right? Falling, can't get up. And then when we do get up, it's just a whole different feeling, man. So, salute to you for opening up for DMX.
Yeah, I learned that he actually wrote that too, like in a crack house struggling. He wrote it on a paper next to candlelight.
Wow.
It's wild, right?
Wow.
And when I heard that, I was able to actually visualize him there in that instant, in so much pain and just letting it out. Like I know how that is.
We definitely do. Whew, that's deep. Shout out to you. Shout out to DMX.
DMX.
What's your favorite song besides Slip? What other song the DMX gets you?
So when I call my mom, her phone goes, "Y'all gonna make me lose my mind." But just when I
okay. Yeah, I wanted to play a lot of his stuff on the radio, but we got to keep it clean here. But that's what's up. That makes me feel good. See, he's still living through us. Like I didn't get to meet him, but just to hear that, because I said I wanted to hear what his experiences were, and so to find out the reason or how he wrote that is extremely dope and extremely important for me. So thank you for sharing it.
Of course,
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
grateful to know to have
Man.
met him and learn more about it.
Yeah, that's what's up. So what you got planned for the future? Who you want to open up for next?
Man, I would love to listen. If there's one artist that I want to work with, it's Missy Elliott because she
Okay.
has inspired me since a kid.
Okay.
So definitely Missy.
Mhm.
You know who I really like? Super strange but dope. Tierra Whack. She's kind of more of a newer.
Okay, I gotta
artist.
listen to
You
it.
gotta check
Yeah,
her
I gotta
out
check her
because
out.
She's dope.
Okay.
You know what I like? I like an artist that isn't afraid to be expressive in themselves. Like even with Missy, like she wasn't really trying to sell sex. She was just being funky, fresh dressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was just herself.
Herself.
And that's same here, you know.
Exactly. And let's be realistic, even with her being overweight, you know, because that's an issue in the industry. You know what I mean? Everybody has to have this thing, but she ain't need that. She was Missy Elliott.
She was Missy.
Missy. That's it.
She was respected for being herself.
Exactly. So that's what's up. All right. So I'm gonna have to check that out. My son always gets on me like, you need to check out the new artist, Mom. Okay. I'm stuck in the I'm stuck.
I get it.
I'm stuck. But
there are some good ones though.
no, they are.
There are.
There's a few in there that I do have, but he just gets on me. Like he's awesome. He's 24. He'll be 25, and he's an artist as well. So that's why he gets on me. So and then he was getting on me the other day about Waka Flocka. He's like, I said, yeah, he knows a lot. I said, he's pretty intelligent. He said, you used to talk bad about him before his music. I was like, no, I did. Get out of here. But he's a trip. He be having me dying. Shout out to my son.
Shout out to him.
D. You know who you are. So let's see. Let's talk about your accomplishments with Elevated streamed nearly 70,000 total times on Spotify alone. The first song on the EP, Elevate, charted number 28 on Global Top 150. That's huge. 28 out of 150 independent artists and number 80 Global Top 200 on digital radio. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so Elevate, which is on Elevated, my EP.
We have that, don't we?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think we have Elevate, right?
I probably did send you Elevate.
Yeah, that's the third one.
So after we finish talking about it, then we're gonna play it.
So yeah, 28 global top 150 independent artists, like global digital radio. You know, I got
nice.
yeah, when I got the plaque in the mail. It took a minute, but I got it. It is hung up in my studio now. And then 80 on top 200, which means just like not even independent, just like globally. You know, I'm up there with other big names and stuff too.
Wow.
So that was really cool.
Wow. How did you get like for some other artists who may be interested in getting into the next level, like how do you get there? What do you do?
You just never stop.
Mm-hmm.
You just never you have to believe in yourself. Like I have this knowing of this is like what I came here to do. And that's always ever evolving, and there's always so much more that's revealed along the way, along the journey. And it's beautiful. But like, you know, network, build relationships, pop up, show up at spots, show up for yourself, be professional. Because
be professional.
Wow,
yes.
How many people are so unprofessional? It blows my mind.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, are you really serious? Or because, you know, it's important to be professional, carry yourself in a way, you know, respond. And emails, like label things, and you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's simple stuff, but you know, and try to learn the business because there's so much more to it than I could have ever imagined before I even got into this.
Right. Big on the emails, like, you know, say, hi, this is Kim Seabrook. I am sending this in regards to da-da-da. And it could be just simple as that, but just the introduction to yourself, you know, with everything else that you attach. But yes, somebody just send stuff. Or
how many people sent you a link to a song on Spotify in an email and you're like, come on.
Listen.
Right.
Yes. MP3s.
Right.
Waves.
Right, waves.
That stuff. So let's go into Elevate, please. I would like to hear that song next.
Yeah, this one was inspired by my job at the time. I was waitressing. And I had been waitressing for so long, and it was just like driving me nuts, man. You know, like elevate. Yes, like I gotta get out of here, right? So
nice. Okay.
Repeat after me. I deserve love unconditionally. I deserve someone who will support me in chasing my dreams. Because I am worthy.
Don't tell me you love me, no, you gotta show it. I've been through some shit, so you already know it's difficult for me to even trust somebody. I've been done so dirty, don't wanna talk about it.
Swerving, switching through lanes, just to feel like I got a grip on something. Lately I've been waitressing, and it ain't hitting for me. Stressing, buying scratch-offs with tip money, hoping that I'll hit big on something, so I could get 100 records of my mix down right and mastered. I'm a perfectionist, so perfection's what I'm asking. I ain't asking too much, I put my all into this. This ain't no hobby, more than interest, it's business. And baby, I don't work a lot, but just enough to drive me crazy. It's vital that you understand my life is about creating and heading towards greatness, so you could be my peace of mind and I could teach you patience. Believe in me, yeah, and all that we could be.
Like, I've been making sacrifices by just doing this and being driven and nothing else. But like, having a partner to do this shit with is that much more special. It's just like, that shit gotta be real. Cause it's the time, it's the energy, it's the passion. You gotta be fully immersed in this with me or not.
Don't tell me you love me, no, you gotta show it. I've been through some shit, so you already know it's difficult for me to even trust somebody. I've been done so dirty, don't wanna talk about it.
I'm going up, elevate. Let's just get this hella straight. I'ma make it anyway, any day now. But on my bad days, could you be the one to hold me down? And on your sad days, I vow that I will flip your frown. Cause the only thing better than music is to hear you laughing. And the remedy for all these groupies is to kiss you round them. I swear that you my favorite fan, but you way more than that, so please don't hold me back. I express my pain through art, don't be my painted path. Just be my safety net, don't be my heart attack. Don't be my headache, cause my head already spinning. I done lost so much, that's why I'm focused on winning.
It's a lot that we could teach each other and grow, evolve, build. That's that shit for me. It's Sammie B.
You found the new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
I definitely felt that. I like your vibe. I love your energy. I love the way you flow.
Thank you.
Different style, like like everything is. I like it. I like it a lot. I love it actually. Let's be real. I love it. Then you mentioned something having a partner.
Right. Yes.
What's that like, right?
So I had been single for so long.
Tell me about it.
So long.
We had this conversation a couple of.
Yeah, because like I knew that I didn't want any distractions. I didn't want any drama. I didn't, I wanted to be able to fully invest myself into my music, my art, my career, my life, and knowing that like the more that I work on myself and get in touch with myself and pour that love into myself, the more I will attract that into my life.
Absolutely.
And so I had made that in reference to like a future type of thing. And now I'm in a relationship right now that God, presented to me, right? And it's a beautiful thing to have.
Congratulations.
So it's almost like I spoke it into existence. Right?
That's what you got to do. Absolutely. Okay. And then there was another part where you talk about trust. We have a lot of trust issues going through, our journey and what we do. But then you learn to build that trust, because then, if you don't, then you cause conflict within your own self, right? What do you feel about the trust journey?
Trust is definitely an interesting topic. I feel like you have to go a lot with intuition and trusting yourself too, because it's like, especially in this industry, I have trusted a lot of the wrong people for a little too long. And I at times have allowed that to hold me back or deter me or definitely frustrate me.
Right.
But I had to stay on the path and just know, there just has to be this faith that comes with the trust. Like I have to have faith that like God will present to me the right people, the right situations at the right time. I have to trust that like it'll come in God's timing, not mine. I have to, as I was always so like, I don't trust anybody. Like I trust my family. That's it. You either family or you're nothing. Like, and I have matured more, and I have been able to work on myself to a point where like I have attracted the right people into my life. So there are friends that are listening right now. I'm sure they're, that I trust, so.
That's what's up. Shout out to the trusted friends.
Yes, yes.
And you build that like again over time with, adversities and life and situations, and you learn. So that's what's up. Yeah. Trust is not easy for a lot of people. But when you have that within yourself, like you said, and you realize what all the other things that you've done, then you know how to allow that good energy to come back into your life.
Yes.
That's what's up. So let's see. I heard you have some poetry here for us.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. I'll do a couple poems.
That sounds great.
All right. So I would like to thank Lila Steinberg, who was Tupac's first manager. I was in a virtual room with her with other poets, and she facilitated open mics focused on poetry and gave us topics each week and stuff like that. I don't know if you're familiar with Clubhouse, but when COVID was really rampant, I was on Clubhouse heavy. And so I was in virtual rooms with people I never thought I would meet or talk to. So it was really cool. So this one is called Duality because
before you go into that, I have an Android, so Clubhouse was like real. They didn't have a space for us Android users then. It took a while for them to get onto it, but whatever. Yeah, I can't have it.
So she gave us the topic duality one week, so that was kind of inspired with this. So it's called Duality. Recognizing the presence of fear as well as love. I found that fear and love live in the same home, just not at the same time. My actions are either out of fear or out of love. Love is fearless and fearing lacks love. Limitless boundaries, no judgments made or received, no limitations on what I believe, beauty and endless opportunities, properties and every possibility holds an acknowledgement that fear may conceive, yet it is pure love that can truly combat dis-ease. Which leads me to perception. Yin and yang, for one side is good and one side is bad, yet life shows us joy in the essence of pain. There is always a brighter day. There is always another way. There is always a smidge of hope where hopelessness lays. The light and the dark which lives within us all. The peace we perceive depends on who we call. Peel back the layers, I'll reveal them all. I'll pick what can stay, and what doesn't serve me must go. For I live in the present, a gift it truly is. Behind me, my past, my future ahead, they coexist in my mind. Duality.
Snap, 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 snap. 'Cause that's what they do in the poetry community, right? I was, I don't know if you know, but hip hop was really always my inspiration as far as writing poetry. So I never really had that poet to look up to. I respect a lot of them, but it was always just hip hop. But that was dope. That was the snap. Yeah.
Maybe one more.
No, keep going. We got time, girl. We got 30 minutes of it here. Do what you gotta do. Look.
Yeah, a Tupac is a huge inspiration.
Absolutely.
I mean, wow. He has like a piece in my heart and my soul that it's like just Tupac alone has inspired me tremendously. Okay. And the fact that like he was a poet, like he was a prophet, like he was an activist, like he was everything, I have this big painting of him in my studio too, that I did when I was a senior in high school.
Nice.
And it was funny because we weren't supposed to be painting any celebrities. It was supposed to be just a random person.
Okay.
And when I was done, like as I was doing it, the teacher came over. She knew who it was. And like I did it. She still gave me 100. She's like, this is really good, but I know it's Tupac. I thought maybe she wouldn't know. Right?
That was a good one. That's what's up. All right, what else we got?
All right, so this one is inspired by the feeling of being in alignment with my purpose, and it's called Aligned. It's my calling I can't decline, led by the divine, life on the line, not defined by time or inclined to just try. See, I have a purpose, know I'm worth it, deserve it, it is mine.
rewriting, reclaiming, designing, not framing, because I know no borders, boxes, or limitations. I'm greatness, I'm able, I'm willing, I'm patience and faith, mixed with fearless mistakes, perfectly imperfect, mercy and grace. God's will be done and my will be God's. So there's no confusion. I'm in the right place, aligned. Spiritual divinity, imperative fluidity, lyrical in symmetry, clairvoyant ability, harmony sang so beautifully. Sing to me, sit with me, walk with me, run to me. Get so uncomfortable you become comfortably connected to presence. This lifetime of blessings. Open your eyes and inside the meshing, peel back the layers, get naked and messy. Cry if you want to, you can and you should. Laugh if you want to, I'll laugh just as good. The truth sets us free. Vulnerability, seek inward, deep, reflect and reprieve. Aligned.
What inspired that one?
Just
That's
feeling aligned. I mean, I think there's honestly no greater feeling than that. Like, besides love, you know, especially like the love of my family. I mean, there's nothing I could even think of that comes close to that feeling. But the feeling of being aligned with my purpose, why I'm here, why I exist.
Right, exactly. That's where we go back to life, right? The real meaning of it and our existence. Yeah, aligned. And after everything that we've been through, and to be aligned, I could definitely understand where that feeling will be next to love. Absolutely. Because that's self-love.
That's love. That's love.
That's self-love. So, and that takes a lot, man. It takes a lot. You have people who look at you like you're crazy.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah. Like
what is you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, everything positive. Da-da. I remember a few years back, my son was like, everything you say is so positive, but I can't be mad at it. Right. You know? Because it's like, what you're saying is actually true. Another time where my cousin dropped something on the floor and she started cursing and getting all upset. It was just salad. Like, cause it's just salad. I can't just be positivity, everything okay. I'm like, you're gonna catch a heart attack. Look at you can't even breathe. Like, you're getting all upset about
over salad.
Right. That fell on the floor. And then later on she understood, like,
I feel like everything goes back to our spiritual condition. And like, I know for me, if my spiritual condition is intact, if I feel aligned in that realm, in that, you know, energy, then life looks better. Like, like my lens, the perspective from which I see life, like, it is better. So like the things that are tedious and annoying and frustrating, yes, they are, right? But I'm able to like take a breath and see the bigger picture and not get so worked up about stuff. And, you know, and even when the bigger things, like just utilizing that faith and that oneness and being spiritually centered, like, but it takes maintenance. Like, it takes, you know, praying, meditating, talking to people, being in nature, doing art or whatever, you know, is therapeutic.
It is. It takes a lot. It is a lot. Sitting in the sun, like, there's a lot of things that it takes you to be aligned. And again, that goes back to like people making fun of you. Like, what are you doing? What do you mean you got to breathe like this? Or like, people just don't understand. Like your song, Breathe. What do we do? We took a deep breath. And even in my poem, Mental Health, I say that. Take a deep breath. Like it's so important. There's so many little things that can make it huge for us in our mental health.
Speaking of that too, right? I in the beginning of Elevate, I say positive affirmations, and I ask everyone to like repeat after me. You know, I am worthy and all of these things. And positive affirmations have helped me so much, even today, you know, but especially early in recovery, because I didn't, it's not that I didn't like myself. Yeah, I don't know. I was just so lost. You know, I didn't see my greatness. I didn't see any of that. So, you know, when people would tell me things about positive affirmations, and like I still have sticky notes of positive affirmations above my bed, and I'll from time to time read them, you know, but there was a point early in recovery where I had to read those all the time. Like, I had to like look at myself in the mirror and learn how to love myself on a deeper level and really be able to see myself in that light.
Absolutely. absolutely. And I have a book called The GoodLook Kids, where there are 3 kids that have disabilities, but they have special powers. And in this book, they help CJ, who gets bullied, and they help him with saying affirmations.
Wow.
Same thing. So yeah, so when we apply those things to our daily lives, and as difficult it may be, but looking in that mirror is a whole, like, you have to really look at yourself and see what you're doing and analyze, like, okay, I'm around this crowd. You know that crowd is not working for me. I got to remove myself. I'm constantly going to the club all the time. I'm going, and what am I doing? I'm not doing anything productive for myself. I'm spending all this money at the bar when I could be investing in me, in my product, which is myself, right? With my business or my family, my home, even things like that. Looking in that mirror, that's a whole different situation. Yeah.
And I feel like for me too, I remember deep in it, like I felt so victim. And so like I was always in some sort of a pity party. You know, I was always doing something to make me feel good to, you know, because of what happened to me and who did this to me and I lost my dad and all, you know, whatever, all of the things that have happened. And so like rather than fall a victim to it, you know, I have to be able to practice gratitude and try to like really see through it and like everything happens for a reason and like I play a part in I am responsible
yes
for creating my life. I'm
Right.
responsible for my recovery. I'm
Right.
responsible for like my reactions to what happens in life and to people around me. Like I'm powerless over other people, but I'm not over myself.
Absolutely. Yes. I speak about that often because so many times we get stuck in blaming our parents, right? Like first of all, there's no book on parenting at all. I know I made my mistakes as well as had my son at 22. And although that was older in my community, because my friends were having them as a teenager, it was still young for me. When he turned 22, I was like,
whoa,
I can't believe my son is 20. That's the age that I had my son at. Back then, you know, you thinking that you're going, but when I realized and seen all the things and all the mistakes and all the bad choices I was making, I was nowhere near mature enough. Like I was street mature,
right?
You know, but I wasn't mature enough to be a parent. Like I didn't know. Like and I knew that there were a lot of things that I didn't want to do. As you know, as I grew up in my household. But when we're accustomed to it, we're still doing those things. So it took time for me to realize that, like, and then not blaming your parents, like not blaming people for your action. Like I chose these things at the end of the day. If I didn't pay attention, I should have paid attention, right? And not do the things that were getting done to me as a child too, also into my adulthood. And these are my choices.
And it's like that generational trauma too. So like a lot of it, I don't know if you ever heard of a paradigm, but it's like this part of our brain that like, since we're so young, like, you know, it upsets me, man, when like people are fighting next to little kids, even when they're babies, like they might not know exactly what you're saying, but they are absorbing that.
Absolutely.
And like then when they get older and they hear the words, like they're absorbing that, especially if it's being told to them, like, you know, telling a kid, oh, they're stupid, they're this, they're that. Guess what? Like that's ingrained in the back of there now. So like they're going throughout their lives, and we all do. We all have a paradigm. It's like this part of our brain, man, that acts as like the filter to our emotions, to our thought process, and then to how it goes through that, and it goes how we react, how we view situations, you know. And so like if all of this is ingrained in there, like it naturally goes through that first.
Yeah.
And that's just a subconscious level. That's not even us doing that purposely. So like of course we could fall victim, of course we could doubt ourselves throughout life, of course, you know, there's so many things that could keep us, because of this limited, this restricted paradigm that we have that's been ingrained in us, you know. And I'm grateful, because I know that like a huge reason of who I am today is because like I had a really good childhood. Like my parents and family like spoke life into me. I was the baby of the family, and when I spoke, they listened. Like I don't know how much I could explain that. Like that is so powerful.
That is powerful, because this is another topic that I talk about. Me growing up, I was always told to shut up.
Right.
And I was told to shut the F up. You know, even when I get asked a question. And then immediately told to be quiet, right? So I got into relationships and not being able to express my feelings because I was scared if I say something, I'm gonna be told to shut up anyway. So I just might as well shut up.
Right.
So when you say that they listen to you, that is super, super dope.
Yeah,
Like that's big, that's powerful. And that's why I do what I do today and teach the kids that I teach that they have a voice,
Yes.
that they have a voice. You can be expressive. You don't have to be disrespectful, but you can say what you want to say.
You can express yourself.
And even I told my son the same thing. Yes, let's have conversations. Let's talk about it. Even if I don't like it, even if it's uncomfortable, you can say what you feel, you know, and he'll never disrespect me, but he'll definitely tell me how I feel. Mom, you didn't make all the right decisions either. I know. Yeah, absolutely right. I'm fixing that, like now, things, but I've apologized to him. Yeah. And because I didn't get that either, growing up, but apologizing and accepting, that, yeah, I messed up. Like I'm not perfect. Right. Every day I'm learning. Every day I'm still learning. Right. But I have made different choices now, and that I think, now you can see that. But yeah, that's big, man. Yeah. Being able to have somebody to listen to you, especially as a kid, is big.
Yeah. And I've made so many mistakes myself, man. I drove my family nuts. Yeah. Like, God bless my mom, getting arrested, I got 2 DWAIs. Like I got my license taken away. The drugs, I'm talking about like robbing people. I did whatever it took to get the next one, because that's where like being caught up in the grips like of addiction, that's what it looks like. Like my behavior's off the wall, because now all I'm focused on is getting high and relieving this pain that I'm feeling. And it's just like this insanity, like this cycle, right. That just until you get help, I can't change it. I don't have the choice. There's no choice anymore.
There is no choice, right? I'm going to do whatever is necessary.
Right. Yeah. So like I've made so many mistakes, and like I'm in this like living amends now, like just be different, and it speaks for itself.
Yes.
And there's this thing too, like which like we could retrain our paradigm. Like when we mature and we grow, which is what we're doing, we continue to do this on a daily basis, especially if we stay focused on that aspect. Like we get to not even just rewrite our wrongs, but like be that example, that power of example of like, even though we made mistakes, that's okay. That's even a better example. Like, yeah, I made mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel, but like, guess what? Like I learned from it. I've grown from it, and I'm continuing to do so.
Right. And then you help other people along in your journey.
Yeah.
And that's what our journey is. Like it's about, we're here for a purpose, right? We're here for a passion. We're here for us to live in this light, right? And be the light for others, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You know who I want to meet? Oprah.
Really?
Yeah. Oprah has inspired me since I was a little kid too, man. I remember coming home, she's on the TV and I'm watching it. And I'm like, this lady's so powerful. Like her energy is like, wow, like, remember you get a car, I said, wow, if I could do that one day, like how amazing is that?
What?
I just want to like bless people, inspire people.
Yeah, that's why you had me in tears when I heard that song, because this is what I'm here to do. Like I'm here living my purpose. I have been through it all, you know what I'm saying? Like from molestation, right, to adult abuse, to drug abuse, to mental abuse, like everything that you could possibly think of that is toxic to somebody's body and mind and well-being, I've been through.
Yeah.
But you look at me now, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a good look. Yeah. It's a good look. So I made my way through it, and I'm super proud of myself, and I'm super proud of you. I'm thankful, to have shared this conversation with you. Like, that's dope. A lot of people are not, in tune to being able to do that.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
I'm proud of us all. Yeah. Honestly, anyone who has like made it from such a path of self-destruction, and hopelessness and like helplessness, and like to be able to keep going. Like my big thing is like never give up. Like it really hurts me, man, when people like die by suicide, and it's I get it, and it hurts me to say that I get it, but I get it.
Right.
And it's because that's why like I'm so passionate about this, because I just want people to know that if they don't give up, if they keep going, even if you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but just keep going. If you can't run, walk. You can't walk, crawl. Like, I don't care what you got to do, but just keep going. And even if you got to pause, like, just pick yourself up and just like try to chuck along, man, and like reach out and allow the help. Like, that was huge for me. I had to allow the support. I had to allow it.
That.
You know?
A lot of us are afraid to ask for it, you know, because we're afraid to getting judged by people, you know, or somebody saying after they helped you that they helped you, you know, now you owe them, or, you know, it's just a lot. That's just in our heads. But I mean, it does actually happen.
Yeah.
But if you have the right people by your side and they're definitely willing to help and be there for you, then
exactly,
you should have that. Be open to accepting that.
It's like getting spiritually connected, like whatever it is that you believe in, you know, have that connection. Because I couldn't do this by myself. I couldn't do any of it by myself. And then, you know, being around a support network. And then also, you know, besides the whole recovery part, like spending time with family and friends, people that care about me and that I care about, and, you know, people willing to support and showing love to people who reach out to me, you know. And I think there's something about like allowing people to pour into me so that my cup is full so that I could pour into others. And it's just this beautiful cycle.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. Well, always remember to fill your own cup up, because when it dries out, you know what I mean? You have to make sure that you're able to fill that on your own too. Yeah.
Major key.
Yeah. Dope. I do have some community stuff real quick that I wanted to highlight today. So let's see what's going on. We got the holidays coming up. You celebrate Christmas and stuff?
Yes, okay. I do. I'm excited for that.
Okay. So here we go.
Shout out to my grandma and grandpa.
Why they were big on the Christmas thing?
So my mom's mom and dad are still around.
Oh,
and
nice.
Like when I think of Christmas, I think of them. You know, and I'm grateful that they're still here. They are in their 90s. Or no, my grandpa just turned 90. My grandma's like 87. So you know, they're getting up there. And so just that's what I think of. You
that's
know.
What's up. Yeah, my father passed away on Christmas.
Wow, on Christmas. Wow.
Yeah. So he's actually my stepfather. He adopted me. He gave me the last name Seabrook. And then I was really close with my biological father. And then what's ironic is like my mom married I call him my father. My mom married my father around 13 years old. And then my biological father kind of left me. That's what I'm going to just say, left because he got with a woman and never came back.
Wow.
Yeah, like so never like came back to pick me up. But I mean, when I was saying I was there on weekends, I was there for holidays, like Christmas Eve. My uncle used to dress up as Santa Claus, go in the hallway. Oh, we knew it was him, but all the kids and cousins were in the room. So like when I think of Christmas, I definitely think of my biological father and my real father, because my biological father and my adopted father, because he also loved Christmas. He was a big kid buying all them cheap stockings with that nasty candy in there. He loved it. He could tell.
Candy.
Yeah, so I think about them too a lot.
Wow. So, but on Christmas.
How
Christmas long ago?
Was 2008.
Wow.
Cancer. But man, he was in that hospital like a trooper. I swear, like he made jokes still. He was, it was hard for me like the first few years. And it was hard for my son. He was young at that time. And I'll never forget what my son told me. He says, do you think now that grandpa passed away, my dad would be in my life now? Because that was the only man I had. I was like, oh my God, 9 years old, what are you talking about? Wow. Like, what are you talking about this age? I wasn't like, so it was rough for a few years. But now I've accepted it. You know, I know that's what we're here for. And he fulfilled his purpose. He was a great dad to us. He was a great grandfather. He was a great husband. He fulfilled his purpose, right? That's what we're here for. We got
speaking on that makes me think of my dad too, because he had cancer as well. He struggled with that for like 2.5 years. My dad passed away when I was 18, and same thing, cracking jokes. Like he always had such an amazing spirit, you know. And now that I'm getting older, like I see so much of myself in my dad. You know what I mean? Or my dad and myself rather, and like, and it inspires me because like he was just one in his own kind
Right.
of a person.
Yeah, mine was too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, his birthday's November 20th, mine's the 23rd. So like the whole holidays were like really horrible for me for like the first few years after his passing. But like I said, as I grew and started aligning myself, I know that that's what we hear. We are going to pass, right? Also, we'll transition into something else or somewhere else.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like I have that connection with him now too. Super strong. Like I feel his guidance. I feel his support, his love, his protection, all of that. His birthday is the 23rd of this month too. So soon.
That's my brother's birthday. Capricorn. Shout out to the dads, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the dads, the stepdads. And if you're a dad who's having issues, and I won't even say like, because sometimes the women give the dads issues, and seeing their children keep fighting. I know it's a pain in the butt, but don't give up, man. Kids need you. So let's give some shout outs to what's going on in the community. We have the original Mad Wednesdays with Maria and Scotch Davis. I don't know if you know Maria Davis, what she does.
Yes,
She's
I do.
Huge in the hip hop community and is an AIDS advocate. So she has something going on. Is that this Wednesday? Doors open at 8. You got a celebrity. Oh, the 20th. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
God, these days are just flying by. Oh my God.
Year.
It was just the first of the month. Like it was just my birthday, November. Like, sheesh. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, that's at the Shrine in Harlem, 2271 Adam Clayton Powell. So again, that's Wednesday, tomorrow, December 20th. They have a toy drive and gift drive, the original Mad Wednesday. Shout out to Miss Davis. What else we got going on? We have another give back. Oh, with Hattie Racks. Shout out to Hattie Racks. That's the homie. And with the Royal CEO. And where is this at? December 22nd. I don't have my glasses. Time from 6 to 10:30. Location is 345 Brook Avenue in the Bronx. That's the International Community High School. Toy donations and all of that stuff. So everybody's giving back to the community. What else we got? Dizzy Brown. Shout out to Dizzy Brown, Brooklyn. He has December 15th to the 17th, which is past. December 22nd to the 24th from 4 to 8. Glaces Winter Wonderland. That's in Jamaica, Queens. 138-10 Farmers Boulevard. They have a 7-foot tall Santa.
Ooh.
That's big.
I wonder if they found a 7-foot man or they just like put him on
a stilt,
something.
right? Something. Big platform shoes. Okay. Take pictures with a. You want to hear a funny joke? So I never told my son about Santa, but one time we was in the mall and everybody's taking pictures. I said, let's just do it for the fun of it. So Santa goes, "What do you want for Christmas, young man?" He says, "Chicken nuggets and a grilled cheese sandwich." My son is a trip, and he still got that same, like, it's just, he still got that same personality. He ain't know, like, my mom buys me my presents. I don't know what you're talking. I want some food.
Give me some food. Something like that.
Oh God. So let's see what else we got. A Soulful Christmas featured performing artists with Ashanti, not that Ashanti. Oh, D-Wit presents this. So D-Wit, actually, I was in a musical with him, Ghetto Chronicles. So the Golden Age of Brooklyn, Friday, December 22nd. Show starts at 11 a.m. Nikki Nicole will be in it, Shirley Severe, Jordan Moore. And that is at 9305 Avenue L, Brooklyn, New York. And I'm going to post all of this stuff. So if you're following me, then you can see what's going on. Gonzalo, he has family photos with Santa, and that is the 21st. Oh, and today, the 19th and the 21st from 5 to 8, 1347 Bristol Street in the Bronx. That's the boogie down. That's my hometown. And God, there's quite a few things. We have the Happy Holidays from Common Justice Holiday Gathering, calling all youth. We invite you to share your art, poetry, rap, dance, instruments, December 20th. It's a whole lot of things going on. I'm telling you. And the location is 275 West 146th Street between Adam Clayton and Frederick Douglass Boulevard. Music, festive, games, No food. Okay, there's food. Gotta make sure there's some food there. We be hungry, and gifts. So shout out to David
Nice.
Hopper, who is, I'm sure, responsible of doing that. And there's one more, Gabriel Wilson, New Year's Eve. They giving awards to Hip Hop Legendary Award Ceremony. It's not really community, but you know what it is. Go and enjoy that.
All right.
I'll share all of that again on my post. Guys, so we got 3 minutes left. Do you want to spit something, or do you want to say another poem, or what you want to do?
Let's see. You know what would be cool? If you just like randomly, because I
You want
have
me
a
random-
little, yes,
okay.
I like stuff like
Okay,
that.
I'ma
Just
pick it.
randomly stop
So-
on a page.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Here we go.
Okay. So this was actually Breathe, right?
Oh, the song that you just did?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do another one. Da, 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 da.
By the way, shout out to everybody
that's a long one.
that tuned in.
Okay. Yes. Shout out to everybody.
I'm grateful for everybody. Kira, I love you. She right now is fighting cancer. She is a friend of mine, and so much love to
Yes.
all of the
Send
beautiful
love, send
women,
love,
strong
love.
women, and men in my life.
Whew.
All right, so I'll do this real quick. It is called Yes, God. I mean, we were talking about God a lot. At least, I talk about God a lot.
Right.
So, all right, here we go. Yes, God. How could I desert you, try to unlearn you, unconcern myself with you, when you are why I am alive? Spiritually divine, lyrically inclined. You saw fit, now I'm aligned. Though it took time, took shame, took crime, took pain, took crying, took hate, took lying, took curling up into a fetal position, yearning for my death, only to circle back to my rebirth. I reworked, you rewarded. I digressed, you came forward. Letting go of all I knew, you're all I had in my pursuit of happiness and living my truth. I'm living proof of endless possibilities, miracles, sincerity. I sincerely thank you. Yes, God. From the depths of my despair, the darkness in which I merely existed, escaping reality, creating tragedy, abstractedly catastrophe, my struggles magnified, insanity, my loop of living that I live no longer. Because of you, you saved me. You pulled me out and held me up, my fragments and fragility, now passion and solidity. I'm grateful for you, and the only way to pay you back is to fulfill my purpose. Yes, God. You've made that possible, and I am eternally grateful. I accept my position. My faith is my decision. My heart is very willing. You've instilled within me everything I need. I am you, and you are me, and together we are serenity, joy, beauty, free, compassion, power, peace, the sky, the sun, the stars, the sea, the moon, the wind, the trees, all in between, the kiss, the hug, the warm embrace, the smiles, the laughs, my saving grace. We are everything.
Woo! And real quick, because I think we're about to get cut off, let them know where they can find you.
All right, so it is your girl, Sammie B, Love, Light, Positive Energy. Bring. You can follow me on Instagram at Sammie Bizzle. That's SAMMIEBIZZLE. SAMMIEBIZZLE. Sammie Bizzle.
And you heard it here on the Good Look with poetry, bars, and hugs. I'm your girl, Kim Good Look Seabrook. Peace.
Thank you.